Installation of the Easy Security demo is done on top of the normal demo install from Microsoft. So the first thing to do here is actually to go install the demo database in here. So I need to uncompress it, so I'll go here first, install WinRAR, and then I will uncompress this one. So I'll just extract it to this folder. So I'm going to run the setup down here. And I want to install the regular demo, and I don't have Outlook or Office installed, but that's fine. I'm not going to need that for the demonstration of Easy Security. So go through and install the components that it needs. It install the SQL Server, it install the Classic client, the RoleTailored client, the service tier, and configure everything in here. And it only take a few minutes and it should be done. Okay, the setup finished. I get the Outlook warning, and that was it. I also need to install SQL Server Management Studio, and this one is Express Edition, and there is some issues about running that one as a normal user. So the best way to install that one is to actually go do it directly from a command prompt and run that as an administrator. And I'll just run this one, and it only takes a few seconds to install the SQL Server Management Studio in the 2005 edition. So, yes. So, we finished that one. I don't need this anymore. So the next thing to do is to then install the Easy Security demo, and I'll just extract these files here so I can go take a look at what is with the demo in here. And there's several files actually in here. That's online help that can be installed. There's a README file. There's a database that is a native database with everything set up in it. There's a Sql backup of a database. There's a native backup of the SQL database also in here. So if you can't get the SQL backup to restore, if you don't use 2005 Express Edition and things like that, you can actually go use that one in here. But in the demo README in here, at the bottom, there's actually a list here how to install a RoleTailored demo, and that's what we're going to do. We already installed the SQL Management Studio, uncompressed the file, and now I need to open it as administrator. Opening it as administrator is really important, because else you won't be able to change some of the settings that we need to do in here. So I'll run as administrator in here, and I have my SQL Server Management Studio in here. Connect to that one, and I can see the one database that is in here was the demo database we just installed. So I need to add some users in here, and let's just move this window so I can see in the list of them down here. So I go down and security logins and add some new logins in here. And these one are all SQL users, so I need to add those ones. And the last one here. Now I have all the users that are listed down here. Next thing is to make the all user a sysadmin. So I have to go to the properties, server roles, and make this user sysadmin. It basically means it can sync permissions from the NAV, it can create users and things like that. So everything will work that way. So I added the user. I also need to set the SQL to actually use the mixed mode, because else I can't actually log in here. So Let me go here on the server itself and go down under security, where I will say SQL Server and Windows Authentication Mode down here, and click OK. It tells me I have to restart the server, and I can actually do it directly from here. So stop my server, and I'll start my server. So it's now running in mixed mode, and I should be able from a classic client to log in as a database user in here. So next thing is I need to restore the Sql Backup. So let me go here to databases and right click and say restore database. And I'll just call it the demo in here. I'll say I want to restore from a device, and I put those ones in here. That's my backup. I want to restore that one and click OK. So my database restores. So from the classic client, I should now be able to open up that database and log in with my database user all in here. So it's local computer database all password. Look up, and I can see I have my new database in here, and I'm now logged into that database. So the next thing to do is to go ahead and add the Windows users and delete the existing Windows user, and then go synchronize them here. So go to Tools, Security, Windows Logins, and I'll add myself, and I'll add network service. Network service is depending on setup how the RoleTailored client actually connects. Both these users needs to be super users, so I'll go ahead and add that also. And this existing Windows user that is unknown in the system, I'm actually going to delete that record in here. So just going to delete that line. So now I have the database users that I have created. I have my Windows logins. I just need now to synchronize and get all my logins to match. And if these names didn't exist, you could get an error during that synchronize, but else everything is basically up and running now. So if we go back and look here, I added the Windows user, I deleted the existing one, and I synchronized. So now I need to change custom settings.config to match this one in here. So if I look at it, my database name here is down here, and that's basically what I have to change the RoleTailored client for, because if I connect right now with the RoleTailored client, it will show me the standard demo database. So that's a Kronos International in here, and if I look at my companies, I won't see all the other companies in here. So to do that, it can be changed many different ways, but I'll run Notepad, and because I need to change file and programs file, I need to run it as an administrator. And then I'll go open up the file. It's so I'll open up custom settings, and this one is where I currently have the database name down here. I'm going to put in my other database in here. So, and then I'm just going to save that one, and I then need to restart the service. It's actually in here also. Last step is basically to restart the service down here. So I'll go find my Microsoft Dynamics NAV server, stop it, and start it again. So if I now go take a now run the NAV server or RoleTailored client, I should connect to the Easy Security database, and I'm basically ready to use it as a demo. There's a few things that can be done in this one. One of them is to actually set your role center to the Easy Security one. So if I go down here to role centers and RoleTailored client, user personalization, I can go in here and select that I actually want to use profile Easy Security instead in here. So if I now close this client and open it again, I now have the Easy Security role center in here. There's a few things in here right now because the logins are actually not matching right now. So this Windows login down here, I want to delete that one because it's not going to be right. Then I want to get new logins from live. And it's now copying the existing users because I could have created more Windows users in here. And it added 2 users down here, and I should now be able to go ahead and do a publish and actually change my settings in the live system. So now it's creating a restore point, and it's now writing the restore point to the live system. So this one basically is like delete the user that is in there, go get all the new logins, and then do a publish, and you're ready to use this one for a demo. And of course, field level security has been set up in here also. So if I look under field level security codes, I have data, I have user setups and things like that one. So it's ready to be used as a demo in here.